Why does your brain love TikTok but hate textbooks? You can scroll for 2 hours straight, but when it's time to read a chapter, suddenly your eyelids weigh 1,000 pounds. Scientists once ran an experiment where rats pressed a lever for dopamine until they forgot to eat or sleep. Imagine missing dinner, not because you were busy, but because you were too hyped about pressing a button. Here's the science. Dopamine isn't about pleasure itself, it's about chasing it. It's the motivation molecule that makes you crave the next hit. When your brain is trained on quick dopamine bursts like social media, games, or junk food, slow reward tasks like studying or exercising don't stand a chance. Your system is rigged against you. So if you've ever wondered why you feel lazy, it's not laziness at all. Your brain is just a professional gambler, betting on what brings the fastest dopamine jackpot. But here's the real question. Can you trick your brain into chasing the boring stuff? Stick around because that's where things get interesting. Section 2. Why easy feels better than hard. Why does eating chips feel easier than starting a workout? Simple. Your brain runs on expected rewards. It's like when kids get candy after homework. Soon they don't care about the homework. They just want the candy. Your brain works the same way, except the candy is TikTok, Netflix, or junk food. Neuroscience shows that dopamine fires not only when you get the reward, but even when you expect it. That's why social media feels irresistible, and you know a funny meme or juicy video is one swipe away. Meanwhile, studying or exercising gives delayed rewards, so your brain labels them as low priority. Over time, this reward system builds tolerance, meaning you need bigger hits to stay motivated, while boring but important tasks feel even harder. So if you think you're just bad at focusing, nope. Your brain has simply been trained to chase fireworks instead of slow candles. But here's the twist. What if you could reset your brain so even boring stuff feels rewarding again? Let's talk about that next. Section 3. The Dopamine Detox. What if the secret to enjoying boring tasks is boredom itself? Think about it. Plain rice tastes meh when you've got burgers and pizza. But if you're stranded on an island for 3 days with nothing, that same plain rice feels like a Michelin star meal. That's the logic behind the dopamine detox. For one full day, you strip away the big dopamine hits. No social media, no gaming, no junk food, not even music. Instead, you do boring things. Journaling, walking, meditating. By starving your brain of constant dopamine spikes, you reset its sensitivity. Suddenly, reading a book or working on a project feels way more engaging because your brain no longer compares it to TikTok-level fireworks. It's like turning down the volume on a noisy room. Suddenly, you can hear the quiet things that were always there. But what if going full detox feels too extreme? Don't worry, the next part shows you a smarter, everyday way to hack dopamine without going monk mode. Section 4. The Reward Hack. What if you could make hard work feel rewarding without giving up your favorite pleasures? Think of it like video games. You don't get the treasure chest at the start. You unlock it after beating the level. If the game gave you all the loot right away, you'd quit in 5 minutes. That's how you can use dopamine as a tool, by turning it into a reward system. Do the boring stuff first. Study, work out, create, and then cash in your dopamine with things you enjoy like games or social media. Science calls this reward bundling. The key is sequencing. If you start with the fun stuff, your brain won't want to go back to the grind. But if you save it for later, dopamine becomes fuel instead of a distraction. It's not about quitting dopamine. It's about controlling it. You're basically teaching your brain that effort comes before the prize. And here's the big picture. Once you master this, you stop fighting your brain and start using it to build the life you want. Let's wrap this up. Mastering dopamine, mastering life. Here's the truth. You're not lazy. Your brain is just running on a broken reward system. It's like having a GPS that keeps rerouting you to the nearest fast food joint, even when you typed in gym. Dopamine isn't your enemy. It's the fuel that drives every decision you make. The problem is, when it gets hijacked by quick rewards, scrolling, gaming, junk food, leaving long-term goals in the dust. By resetting through a detox or by flipping dopamine into a reward system, You're simply rewiring your GPS to finally lead you where you actually want to go. And here's the twist. Once you master your dopamine, hard things stop feeling hard. They become the new easy. So the next time you catch yourself scrolling for hours, ask, is this dopamine running me or am I running it? Reset your brain, take control, and build the future you deserve. So what do you think? Are you ready to outsmart your own brain? If you enjoyed this video, share it with someone who needs a little push today. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you'll always be first in line for more stick figure smarts. And hey, if you're hungry for more videos like this, head over to our channel. We've got plenty of stick figure lessons waiting for you. This is Stickology World, where life makes more sense in stick figure.